Hi everyone, welcome back to Creating with Monica. I have seen a million versions of the Snowman light bulb. So my grandson Turner and I started painting and glittering some light bulbs the other day. We got these at the dollar store. They're not the big, huge light bulbs, but I like to think they're just the regular size light bulbs. So you can see by the size of my hand. They're not the gigantic ones. So we painted them white, and while they were wet, we dipped them in glitter. So I have this open large magazine here to collect all the remnants of the glitter. So they've dried overnight, so they should be pretty good. There's not too much falling off of them. So the supplies you're going to need are some buttons for their eyes. I made noses out of toothpicks. The pointy end I cut off, and then I painted it with just some orange nail polish. And then you're going to need some red felt, and what else? Some twine, of course a really good glue, some black brads, and what I do for the eyes is I cut the brad part off so it becomes like a flat piece and glue those on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I went about making these. I'll show you one finished one. Are they not the cutest? And see also the hooks. Aren't they just so sweet? So after we have made the glitter on the bulb and it's dried, you're going to first go ahead and make their wool cap. So I've cut about a strip. You know what? Do I have a ruler up here? No. I'm going to guesstimate that this is about 1.5 inches to 2 inches wide. And you need it just to go around the top. So halfway through, you're going to fringe it like so. You're going to take your scissors on the 1/2 and snip, 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 snip to about there. And then so you've taken your 2-inch long strip, and it looks like it's about 7 to 8 inches long, but you're going to be cutting some of this off. You're going to take your scissors, and you're going to snip little fringe down half of the length of this felt strip. These are really fun to make, I have to say, and it was fun doing it, the painting part with my grandson, and I'm sure if he wasn't in school, he would be here helping me right now. So you fringe enough to make sure it goes around the neck of your light bulb. So we want it to meet up right there, so I need a few more fringes, maybe about 4 more. There. So we're going to take this, and we want our fringe to meet right about, whoopsie, just to meet up as a full circle, like so. Okay, so it looks like he has on a bit of a fringe crown. So where you ended up snipping the fringe, so it looks like this right now. You're going to go from the other end, and you're just going to cut off the part that you're no longer going to be fringing, and it's going to look something like this. The piece is going to look like that and like that. Okay? Then you're going to take some glue. It's all over my hands because I've been doing these all morning. You're going to take some glue, and again, you know me, I love this Dollar Tree glue, best glue ever. I can't say it enough. And you're just going to apply a little bit of glue on the metal part. You don't have to paint that metal part because it's going to be covered up. You don't need to put too much on either. So just enough to cover up this metal part here. We're going to take our fringed bit, with the fringe on the top, and completely cover the metal and go all the way around your light bulb, like so. And you're going to get to the end that, you see, the fringe is all the way around, so you've got a little bit of top knot of fringe. Then you're going to keep on wrapping around that little strip that's attached to the fringe, adding glue as you go, until you come back around to where the fringe started. Just keep adding a little bit of glue. I don't even know where the fringe started, it's hard to tell. I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. And honestly, it doesn't matter, as long as it's wrapped around too much glue. Okay, and then you're just going to take your scissors and just snip it off straight across. I've got a garbage bowl on the table. So that looks like the band on your wool cap. So next we're going to gather the fringe together like so. See? So it looks like he has a little toque or a cap. I'll show you a finished one. Well, this one's better, I think. See? And it's all done in one easy piece. So what I do is open up the fringy part, like right in there, put a little bit of glue in there, and we're just going to smoosh them all together. Just to make it stick a little, make it a little bit easier. And then we will come by later and tie it up with twine, and it's easier if somebody holds it like a ponytail for you, then you can get it really, really tight. Just like you're making a little tiny little ponytail there. Okay? So we're just going to glue these as much as we can into a little pointy thing. It doesn't have to be perfect, because remember, we're going to be tying it there. So they're kind of glued up. That keeps the center glued and nobody can see the top of the light bulb. Next thing you're going to do is you are going to put some eyes on your snowman. Now I've used black brads. I have so many tiny little black brads. And what I've done is I've cut, you can use wire snippers, but I just used scissors, but I held onto the brad here with my finger, like that. Make sure your eyes are protected, and snipped off the little braddy, whatever you call these, posts. There we go, there's one. I'll just put it here so I don't lose it. And then another. And it's important that you hang on to the brad, because otherwise it goes flying all over, and my tablecloth is printed and you can't find it. So there we go. So we've got two brads. Okay, so we've got our little eyes. Next I take my glue again, which really needs to be cleaned off. This glob here. This is why this magazine is so handy. You just have it open on the table, it collects everything, and then you just take the 2 pages out and throw them in the garbage. Awesome. So I found the best way, and believe me, I tried so many different ways. And remember, where you snipped it off in the back, that's going to be the back of your snowman. So go to the front of it and put 2 globs of glue. Got something stuck to my fingers. 2 globs of glue, kind of under the neck, sort of closer to the top. Whoa. Beside each other. And the glue won't show, even if it doesn't dry clear because of all the glitter. It's even hard for you to see where you just put the glue. So you plunk your eyeball there, and plunk your other eyeball right beside it. You could use tweezers if you're getting frustrated with them moving or you can't get them glued on, but there you go. See? And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to glue on our little noses. And remember I said they were just regular toothpicks. You know, these kind, the flat toothpicks. And I snipped them all off and measured exactly the length I wanted. And then I painted them with nail polish. And the reason I painted them with nail polish, to be perfectly honest, I was too lazy to go running out to the art cabin to get my orange paint. And I thought, hey, nail polish would be great and it'll dry really fast. I'm doing the exact same thing I did with the eyeballs. I put the glue on the light bulb first. And this was too big of a glob, so I'm simply going to sort of smoosh it in the direction that I want the toothpick to lay there. And then we glue on our little nose. Make sure it's where you want it to be. There! See his nose? And he doesn't need a mouth because the mouth is hidden by the scarf. So if you can see on the side, it sort of sticks out a bit so it looks more like a carrot. And then we're going to glue on the buttons for his snowman attire. And again, in the exact same way, glue bob. And I got all the glued bits glued on. So I'll be back once this is dry. So I've let these dry. I just wanted to point something out about, like Richard held these around like a little ponytail holder, and I tied them in a double knot. Then I stuck the hook in and tied it and knotted it a few times, and then I put some glue on the edge where the knot is. So I just wanted to show you that for the little hook part. So the last thing we have to do is our scarf. So I have a piece about yay long. I can't even tell you one enough. It's going to wrap around the front of our snowman. And you want one part to go to his right and the other one to come across like that. Whoops. This is a little too thick, so I'm going to have to trim it down. So I will just trim it down right now, because we don't want to bury his eyes. We just want to have him look warm and cozy, you know. Okay, so we've got that one going over there. And see, can you see how I just catch the very end of his carrot? Sort of like so. So he looks all bundled up. Like that. So you have to play with it a little bit. Then glue it down and then fringe the ends there. So here we have our finished little cute snowmen. They're all a little teeny bit different, of course, because they're all handmade. But you know what? And of course, you're not ever going to get your time's worth in the amount that you'll be selling these for. Because I figured I'm going to sell them for about $5 each. And like 5 times 8 is $40, and I was working on them most of the day. You know what I mean? But they're so much fun to make. They'd be a great attachment, embellishment on a gift. And once you put the glitter on, it really hardens the glass, so you don't have to worry so much it's going to shatter, you know? But anyway, they're awfully cute. Very, very sweet. I like the way their noses turned out with a little toothpick. And yeah, so give those a try, you guys. I think you might have fun doing them. I know you will. And if you have a little person that wants to help you with them, that makes them all the more. Their little wool hats are so cute. And so that's it for this episode of Creating with Monica, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.